Hey everybody, you got Elizabeth and Joanne here with you. We are ready to get deep in soul talk. And I realize over and over, every single week, I am seeing new manifestations come into my life that show me how real energy is. And these last 2 years, Joanne and I have really become experts on energy, and we can see our life play out in a daily basis, see the people we meet, and we can not only gauge other people's energy, but we can see the things we manifest into our lives by the energy we are feeling within ourselves. And it's really cool. And it really is not only cool, it's empowering because we realize that we are truly the creators of our experience. And so I met someone, gosh, it's been about a month and a half, 2 months now, and totally on my same level. We randomly met, and after we started talking, I found out that she was pretty much raised, her mom and her grandmother raised her on Neville Goddard, on Florence Scovel Shinn, on all of these great law of attraction leaders. So my friend is not fully, like, she didn't have a full spiritual awakening, but she's so used to these type of teachings that she's really freaking advanced and awakened in a lot of things. So when I talk to her, she truly gets what I say on everything that is law of attraction, soul related, energy related, and we can have these deep talks. And so about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, she was telling me that one area in her, because she sort of stopped doing soul alignment, she sort of fell asleep again. And so meeting me has sort of really rejuvenated her, woken her up, and really has made her want to align with her highest self. And it's really cool to watch these shifts. She has like shifts every day. So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, she's telling me that one area in her life that she struggled with was interacting with her son, who is almost, I think he just turned 19. So, he's a little bit older, and she lives with him, and she's struggling to connect with him and not be so worried about what he's doing all the time. And it's put this barrier between their relationship, and he's always getting frustrated with her, and the relationship's just not what she wanted it, because pretty much she loves her son like we all do as parents, but she really she's been a single mom for a while, and he is like her whole world. So she told me, she's like, I don't know how to connect with my son. And so I was telling her, if you raise your vibration and stop focusing on him, you're going to naturally see your connection with him change by, and we like to use the analogy of putting the oxygen mask on yourself first and worrying about yourself first. Suddenly you're able to give air to everyone around you. And I told her that's going to be the same with your son. When you can start focusing on yourself and you're feeling good, you're naturally going to radiate that energy out to your son. Well, anyways, she texted me first thing this morning. It was like 5 a.m. She was just like, oh my gosh, you have to see this text message I got from my son. And this text message she got from her son was so freaking beautiful. It said, I'm going to paraphrase, but it said something like, Mom, I want you to know that you're such a beautiful person inside and out. And I know I don't tell you enough, but I want you to know how I appreciate you and how much I love you. And that was the gist of this text, right? And she was like, and I was telling her, like, this is confirmation. This text right there was a manifestation, a confirmation of your shift in energy. And it was so freaking beautiful. And then I told her, because she's also had some financial worries on her mind, and I told her, everything in life is energy. As quickly as you can shift your energy that now has affected your son, you can shift the energy of how you think about your finances, and you could start manifesting from a different vantage point based on your energy. It's all really simple. It's all energy. And so where are you coming from energetically in your life, in all aspects, in your relationships, in your financial matters, in personal affairs, in your business life? Where is your energy at? Because whatever your energy is at, that's what's coming back to you. And so when she saw that, she was like, thank you for reminding me how easy it is, and how there are no separate rules for energy. What applies for my son will also apply for my vibration and my manifestations of finances. And she was like, thank you for reminding me that. And so I wanted to bring this conversation up to you, Joanne, because it was such a beautiful thing to watch. I also want to bring up a sort of a tangent, but the same subject matter. So this is the energy at play too. It's really, really cool. So not only did she manifest that beautiful text from her son, get this, before she went to bed, she said she intentionally went to bed thinking about her son with an open heart, sending him love. She said, I did this for the first time. I just sat in bed, I sent him love. And then she woke up with that text. And what a testament to being able to connect with these soulmate relationships we have in our lives, these family, these friends, in a way that we can send them love and they can respond to us feeling that. It was really cool, right? It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. So what I was thinking was, we are literally the universe. Like, we are the universe, and everything around us is a reflection of what we are. Because God created himself in different versions of himself to experience life in the fullest capacity. And so we are in this vessel and forgot the power we have with everything around us, including the people in our lives. And so when we, for example, your friend, forget our power, forget that we are the creator, go back to sleep, we start losing our alignment with God, the universe, our soul, that is literally creating our best and highest good. And so when we go back to sleep, our relationships take a fall, our financial things, circumstances change. And it's very, very common. So many people, they experience the same issue in almost every facet of their life because they're facing the same issue in all of the things that they have, because they don't realize that they've created that same issue because we're the creator, right? And once we tap back into our power as the creator, realize that this is just an energy exchange, right? Everything is an energy exchange. Whether we're exchanging that energy to another soul, another person, our friends and family, or we're exchanging that energy with the energy of abundance, the energy of money, the energy of love. We are literally exchanging our energy and matching that energy for what we are experiencing. And so for those who have been following us, you guys will find we offer a 30-day detox, right? And even though that 30-day detox is specific to the journey, what a lot of people don't realize is that 30-day detox is an alignment with soul, right? You're aligning with soul. You're raising your consciousness. You're aligning with the part of you that is literally everything.
Joanne, it's why people say, I feel better after these 30 days than I ever have in my life. Like, you have changed my life. And it's not even about their journey. It becomes so much bigger than their journey. When we say it's life-changing, like, the journey is one part. Like, your awakening is really truly to find this like new place in the same time reality space, you starting to be able to finally experience heaven on earth. I know how, cliche that sounds, but truly, I wake up every single day excited for today. I'm so joyful and passionate about life because of my life, because of what I get to experience day in and day out. And that's the blessing of awakening. That's the blessing of being empowered, knowing that I get to create the world around me. I get to use energy. I get to use my energy to dictate what comes into my experience. And I get to always be surprised now with like amazing, amazing, fun things.
And that's why everything is in the now. Because right when you tap into the now, you tap into energy and you're tapping into source, the universe, your soul, energy that is abundant, that is love. Literally, it's love. And the people and relationships that we were trying to connect with through fear, because that's why there's issues with our family members or friends, coworkers. It's because we are experiencing them through mind, through fear, right? And you just made me realize, Scoville Shin, so even your worst enemy, I remember we had a client that every time they went to work, they hated working with a specific coworker. And it was like, you know what? I'm going to send them love. I'm going to send them love. And it was like a conscious effort to just send love. Send love to those that you feel like needs it, right? Even your worst enemy, you send them love. And that's really looking at every single person in the place of soul, where, especially like our children, we want to control so much and do so much for them. We forget to see them in the eyes of soul, the way God sees us, that unconditional love. And she was able to receive that love in return by sending that love. And she was tapping into the energy of love. We are all essentially becoming the vibration of love, which is also the same vibration of abundance, of peace, of joy. And that's why when you say like, hey, your 30-day detox was life-changing, we have clients that'll say, I just got a promotion. I just got this opportunity with my job, and they never even expected it because they weren't working on abundance. And it's because if you really look at it, love, have you ever noticed the people that have the same crazy things happening to them, right? Like, it's like, whoa, it's me. Every time you talk to them, they're saying something negative is happening to them. They're saying that
draws like. Life
yes.
draws like. So if
yes.
you're in the place of those low fear-based energies, you're drawing more
yes.
into your experiences of those low fear-based energies. If you're in the vibration of love, which is soul, whether you're intentionally trying to manifest something or not, it's going to come to you because you're in the receiving mode of everything your soul is trying to bring you in that vibration. And all you have to do is aim to stay in that vibration of love. And when you start slipping into fear, just come back to neutrality. Just come back to neutrality. That is still a better vibration. Neutral is good. Neutral is good. So just aim there if you start dipping into that fear-based.
Ra, the love one. I remember Elizabeth called me and she was like, oh.
I get the purpose of life. It's love. It's love. It's so freaking simple. It's just love. And that makes sense because God is love. That's why there's no duality. There is no duality because God is love.
Judgment.
You can't look at a person and judge them because it's just love. And if you are in that space, you're now aligned with God's source energy because that's all God is love.
Yeah. The purpose of life is to love, to be love, to share love, to embody love. And when you embody love, you become love. You emulate love. You attract love in all facets of your life, to the extent of the people in your life share the love back because you've given it out, right? Same goes for abundance. Same goes for the things that we thought was all going wrong, because the more and more you stay in that vibration where things are going wrong, the more you're going to attract it, right?
You made me real quick when you said the same for abundance. I want to share with you something really quick. So, you taught me this, and it was after you had read Millionaire Mind. I was still new in my journey, and you were like, you know what? I always will tip, even if I'm at like a little like coffee shop or wherever. I will always donate it, like on the cash register at the supermarket says, do you want to donate to, this fund? I always do that. And you taught me that. And now it's like every time I see that, like on the cash register, do you want to give this? I always say yes. And I always do it with this beautiful open heart. And what's so cool though, is I went with someone who's completely asleep, and I saw they're very, very fear-based when it comes to money. And I saw that pop up on the screen when they were paying for an item. Do you want to? And she immediately pressed no. And I was thinking, how sad that so many, including myself, when I was asleep, went through life in this fear-based, I can't give $1, I can't give 50 cents, I can't give that because I need to protect this. When the reality is, the more you can give with an open heart, the more you can receive with an open heart, because you're coming from that place of love, you're coming from that place of soul, instead of from that fear base of mind of lack. It's really huge. Even though it's something super simple, it's really huge.
Yeah, it kind of makes me think of, so Eckhart Tolle, he was saying you can have somebody approach you and ask for money. You have $20 in your pocket and you have $1, right? You look in your pocket and what you thought was $1 is still that $20. And do you now not give the money to the person and holding on to the $1 or holding on to the 20 because you don't want to break the 20 because you were planning on giving a $1? It's almost like, how separate are you from having more? Like, there's more where it comes from, right? So you give the $20, you give what is in your pocket because you're planning on giving, but now you're stuck and you're in lack. Now you're walking away and now you didn't give anything. It's like you made yourself as low and lack as the person you were going to give money to because you went and judged and now made a limit of the abundance that you wanted to share, you wanted to give. It's the same goes with like, hey, do you want to donate? Hey, you want to? And so when I made that effort to always give, in my mind, in my heart, I feel when I'm giving, I'm getting it back. It's like a recycle, right? Even paying bills. I know it sounds so simple and silly, but like, I close my eyes, right? When it's about to mail, let's just say a medical bill, like, oh, this one looked like I have to pay $50 or $100 for this, visit. And I send that payment, right? Putting my card in, I close my eyes and I send it with love. I know it sounds really, really simple and silly, but every single time I spend, I'm recycling it back so I can make more. And I do because I have a really good relationship with money. Money is like energy. I really want you guys to understand it. The energy of money is like super loving. And I'm smiling because I joke about it with Elizabeth, but I'm like, money is like a beautiful energy. But that's a relationship I've created with the energy of money. And that's why money blesses me. It blesses me exponentially. And I get blessed with abundance from everything I touch. There's times that I touch things I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'll work on it and I can make abundance in it without even knowing much details of it because I have a good relationship with the energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy, and we share that energy. That energy is love. I pay bills with love. I also receive money with love. I give gifts with love. I also receive gifts with love. I send love to those that need it the most, even those that can trigger me. I send it love. I send everyone love because everything literally is love. And when you live your life matching the energy of love, you're going to receive the highest vibrational match to your energy or the lowest. And that's why there's people that say everything's going wrong. It's because that's the energy that they're in. They're in fear. When you're in the energy of love, the people around you match it. The things you have around you match it. And you embody God's love. It's God's source energy, literally, like vibrating out of you. Me and Elizabeth really get deep with you guys. We want you to get deep with us because we want you to know and recognize how beautiful and amazing our journey is. Our journey is energy, and matching our energy and the vibration of where we want it to be as the creator. We are the creator of our universe, right? Because we are the universe. And so waking up in this journey, we get to wake up to be our best versions of who we are. We spend a lot of time sharing this because this is literally what the journey is. A fourth of it is thinking externally and thinking it's someone else, but literally it's about us, my loves. I love this topic, love. I love getting deep like this. We want you to know this is the place to continue to raise your vibration, raise your energy, align with soul, and manifest your life exactly what you deserve, which is a place of love, abundance, joy, and peace. Love you, love.
Love you, doll.